Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you're doing really well. My name is Humna and I share content through my channel about art, healing and spirituality. I got guided to pick up my Quran and start sharing ayat and what thoughts come through. I'm not an alim or I don't know what the word is for, like I'm not that educated in the religious side of things. I truly believe that Quran is for everybody, and the more we connect to the word of Allah, the more the words kind of open themselves to us. So when our intention is to get into Quran, to get to know Quran for what it can guide us and our hearts towards becoming better people, it truly speaks to us. And I have a very severe reading disorder. I can't really read a book because all the words like jumble up and I can't really grasp. So I have to like read it 3-4 times, the same thing over and over again, because my brain is so blocked with all the information I can't really take in. But when it comes to Quran, I realized last year that when I read the words, I feel certain downloads coming through, and that's the inspiration that I create my artwork based on in my Friday sessions that I run live through Zoom, which if you feel called to and resonate with my energy, I invite you, because they are life changing, and how we can create connected to the names of Allah and the ayat of Quran bring upon such a peaceful state in our being. It truly grounds us. It reminds us in this busy, chaotic life how we can connect to the word of Allah and be reminded of who He is. The more we remember who Allah is, the more we value who we are to Him. So everything in the creation was created for us, and everything in the book, the Quran, was written and sent down by Him to us so we can be guided back to Him. And using the ayat and creating artwork based on those ayat comes out so beautiful. It's like creating beauty in this world for as a form of ibadat. So when you're creating, you're not creating based on what you see, rather you create based on that what you feel about Allah. And it's I don't think words can truly explain what I want to say, because it's something that comes from the unseen world. It's all about feeling the words of Allah and creating inspired by them. Completely shifts your creative energy and brings you into a space of true power, of being authentic, of being real. It's like you shed all your layers, and all you see is who you are as Allah created you for Him. So today's ayat that I'm getting guided to read is called The End of Time. The section is called End of Time in my translation of the Quran, is the Surah 70, and it's the ayat 1 to 9. It says here, a skeptical questioner demanded a punishment to fall upon the disbelievers. Nothing can ward it off once it comes from God, the Lord of the spiritual stairways to the heavens, by which the angels and the noble spirit ascend to Him on a day with a time span of 50,000 years. So, messenger, be patient in a beautiful manner. Indeed, they consider it a long way off, yet we know it is near. The day when the sky will be like molten brass and the hanging mountains will be like masses of fluffed wool. What this truly really makes us remember is to believe in the day of judgment, and that what will happen on the day of judgment is that what Allah chooses for it to happen. He's already preparing us that He is able and capable of doing whatever He wants to and whatever He chooses to, which can be beyond your and mine imagination or understanding. Why, what, where, how, all of these things are what our brain wants, validation for. It constantly wants proof. It constantly wants, oh, how is he going to do it? Well, he is Allah. He is capable of doing all that he can. And that what he can do is not something that me and you can comprehend from our tiny puny brain. And so it's such a huge level of surrender one needs to have, and submission to Allah's love, Allah's kindness, Allah's mercy towards his being, that we need to develop, that we need to have patience in his mercy, for he is capable of all. And just the fact that he tells us about the end of time, like the day of judgment, he wants us to be very aware that all of this is not just for nothing. There is a purpose, and there's a goal, there's a pathway, there is somewhere you're going towards. So be prepared for what is coming. It is his blessing that he actually makes us aware of what is coming. He says here, the day when the sky will be like molten brass, like the brain cannot even perceive. Of course, he's saying molten, and you understand the word brass, so he's giving you hints of what you can imagine to be coming, but yet again you can't truly perceive what it will be. And the hanging mountains will be masses of fluffed wool. It's so beautiful how Allah speaks to us in symbolism. He shows us something which is so powerful. He takes us awareness towards the mountains, like they're big and they're majestic and they're silent and they're strong and they're like heavy and they're like, they've got a presence. And then suddenly it will be like masses of fluffed wool. So he's literally telling us how he has the capacity and the capability that is beyond mine and your understanding of how he will do it. So stop asking the questions and start believing and trusting into that what he can do. He can do that what you and I cannot even perceive in this lifetime, for he is God. He is that who knows, who created you, me, and all of creation. He can change it, twist it, mold it, make hard things soft and soft things hard. And also, like, it's kind of telling me that, when people are, when there are people who are very rigid in their thinking, he can choose to make them soft and melt their hearts in the way he chooses. There are people who lose everything in life, and he is the one who can bring them back to life. He is the one who, can convert a whole massive sky into something that is unimaginable, like molten brass, which is like, oh my God, what does that even mean? And we have to kind of say, okay, he's telling us all of this because it's going to be things that are not going to be perceivable by our brain, for that is the power of God. And when we submit to Allah, we start believing and understanding that he is capable of all that he is saying. He's not just telling you and me, oh, there will be a day of judgment and these things will happen. No, these things are going to happen. They're not, they might happen or they could happen. The certainty of his words, of his guidance needs to be doubtless. Like, we can't doubt what he is capable of doing, because that's in a way our weakness, that we, oh, will he, can he, we're being weak. We are weak in our understanding of, can he do it, will he be able to do it? And that's doubts and questions where we need to be clear in who your Allah is. And when you know who your Allah is, and I swear to God, this is something that doing the art retreats that I offer, like the Zikr, the 99 names of Allah, which are, by the way, available on my Patreon. You can go check them out and do these sessions and become your own healer and develop a deep sense of God consciousness, that he is forever around you. When I started doing these names one after the other, I've started doing them the second time now. I've done all the 99 names and created artworks based on that. It's like we don't even know, we can't even know Allah, even if we tried our bestest, because every single name is like an ocean, and you can dive in or maybe dip your finger for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, but then that's pretty much it. The names have so much power. When they unfold within you, they bring you so much clarity into who Allah is, that there is no doubts left for you to question, should I believe in Allah, should I not believe in Him? Or do I believe in His love? Do I believe in His mercy? For through His names, one after the other, He opens Himself to you. But the thing is, we have to be curious enough to be wanting to get to know our Allah. We just think, or doing prayers, or just, reading the Quraan, or just reciting the 99 names in one day is going to be enough. We have to have this passionate curiosity as to, oh my God, who is Allah? The more we dive deeper into the names, He Himself calls Himself by those names. Why would He give us all these names just like that? No, nothing in life is just like that. Everything is purposeful. And so the more you get to call upon these names with the understanding of what they truly mean, they are such beautiful reminders of Allah and His power, His mercy, and His love, that I don't think words could ever explain. So I hope that you're picking up the energy listening to this, because it's life-changing. And like I said, you can join my live sessions or hop onto my Patreon. All the details are down below. You can check them out if my energy resonates with you, and become your own healer. Truly, the only one who can heal us is Allah, for He is the one who created us, for He knows our inside-outside mechanisms of how we operate. He has given us all the hints, all the knowledge, everything that we need in this world to survive and to come close to Him. It's just that we have been so trapped into the, wanting and needing of things and, relationships and whatever else, that we fogged our own love for Him. And so to become His love, we need to make Him our priority. And to do that, the first thing is commitment to your healing, commitment to unlayering of what the society has put on you, so that you're able to connect to your Allah through your soul, not through just your heart or your mind, but through your whole soul. Like every single cell of yours is in submission to Allah. And for that to happen, you have to have the commitment. Because when Allah heals you, when you awaken, every single cell in your body and in your soul, you awaken the divinity within you. You awaken, you enlighten, you reach a space of power and peace that comes only and only from your Allah. It's not based on what you've studied, how you look, where you live, how much you earn, who's your children, who's your parents, nothing of that sort. Your power comes from that, what He has placed inside of you in every single cell of your being. And when you connect to that power and that peace, you're able to bring that out into this world through you just being. In your being, you kind of transmit, transmute, release, exude, like you just become His. And through you, all that flows is light, it's love, and it's magic, and it's His kindness and His love that heals you. Every single cell in your body gets healed, your DNA changes, your chakras balance. And I won't get into all of this, but the more you go deeper into your soul, the more you heal your body. And they're so interconnected with each other. They help you release the trauma. They help you become a person you never even knew you were. Always that person. He brings you home, like to Himself, through His word, through His names. And for me, it has been through art, of course, but I'm sure there's lots of ways of doing it. For me, art as ibadat is what brought me home, and that's what my passion is, to share with people, to remind us of who Allah is, and through that we remember who we are, and vice versa, through our own selves we understand who Allah is. So anyway, I hope today you receive some kind of message and grounding through this video. If you did, leave me a comment, connect with me. It really helps to exchange energy when you leave a comment down below. Of course it makes my day, but it also helps me channel into what it is that I can bring forward for more people and more healing into this world. So thank you so much for being here and listening to these videos, and may Allah always keep our hearts close to Him, be guided to Him, and follow the path that pleases Him the most, InshaAllah ta'ala. I'm sending you lots of love, light and peace, everyone. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll speak to you InshaAllah tomorrow. Allah Hafiz for now.